All right, we're talking Bruins with Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Famer, former NHL player Dave Capuano. And Dave, all right, it's 2-2, best of 3 now. The Bruins didn't look great last night, but are there any big takeaways from that game that translate to tomorrow night? Or at this point, is it just a clean slate and let's play a best of 3?
Well, I think the series is kind of playing out the way I thought. The physicalness of both teams and is coming into play, and I think the physicalness is going to demonstrate who wins the next 3. I think the Bruins are a little bit banged up right now, so that's definitely going to come into play the next couple of games. I know that Marchand didn't play the last 8 or 9 minutes last night. I thought that Grzelcyk was a little bit banged up last night. So obviously those are 2 big, huge key injuries if that's what they are. So that's definitely going to play a part coming the next 3 games.
Now, Bruce Cassidy alluded to the third line not doing much of Coyle, Ritchie, and DeBrusk, and maybe said Carson Coleman will be in for DeBrusk. He didn't confirm what he's going to do, but just 4 shots on net from that group last night. How can he jumpstart that line?
I didn't think they were terrible last night, but I just think they've been nothing kind of the whole series, right? They're not creating a lot of momentum. I mean, Child Coley had a couple good games. I thought he, once he scored, he started playing with a lot more confidence. But I would definitely, if I was coaching, I would definitely look to insert somebody else into that lineup, especially maybe a little more physical play, because I think that the Islanders are kind of coming into their own in this series now, and the physical play is helping them.
You talk about physical play. Well, we saw this in the Cup final in 2019 where the Blues head coach, whose name is escaping me right now. It's escaping you too.
Question. Me too.
At any rate, he was complaining about the refs, and it seemed like the next game they were getting all the calls. Well, Bruce Cassidy with a little bit of complaint about the refs. Do you see some calls going their way now because of him complaining through the media?
Well, it's always a good tactic, right? I mean, you try to get away with anything you can. I don't see, Boston's going to be at home, so I think they might get a couple more calls. Everybody's talking about the Barzal-Krejci thing, which I thought was not really a big deal. I thought that, Barzal's doing what he should be doing there. He's trying to get under Krejci's skin. He got under his skin. Krejci retaliated, which I didn't think was a, 5-minute penalty or anything like that. But Krejci ended up in the box. So, it's all those games that go on in the playoffs, and that's what you call playoff experience. Krejci should know enough that, he's going to get called for that. If you go in front of the net, you're going to get hacked by a defenseman or two-handed by a defenseman 3 times across the back. I don't know why it's any different in the corner.
Right. Now, Patrice Bergeron named a Selke finalist for the 10th time. That is a record. He's trying to win his 5th. What can you say about his play, just so consistent over the years?
Yeah, I mean, just a tremendous, not even just on the ice, Yianni, off the ice, right? Just a total leader in that dressing room. Come playoff times like this, come games like this, when you lose a game like that, to have him in the locker room, never mind on the ice, but in the locker room, I think on the ice speaks for itself. He reads plays so well. He's so smart, and I think that's why that whole line does so well. And obviously, he's the leader as the center on that line.
All right, how do you see tomorrow night going, and how do you see the rest of the series going?
Well, I predicted 7 before we started, so I think it's going to go 7. I think that, I think Boston could win tomorrow night. The Islanders could win at home, and it comes back here for Game 7.
Yeah.
But, last night was a big momentum changer. Obviously, the pressure kind of goes back on Boston now, being at home. I don't think it's on the Islanders. They got through that last night. They know if they're down 3-1, right, probably series is over. So now the pressure goes back on Boston. And it's kind of one of those things where at home, you get a goalie like Varlamov gets 40 shots and steals a game, and Rask gets 18 and lets 3 in. And that's the type of game that, you could have.
And quickly, your brother Jack leading Team USA to a bronze in the U.S. Worlds there in Latvia. You were watching Team USA. Rather have a gold than a bronze, but based on the talent they had while the NHL is ongoing, how would you characterize their play overseas?
Well, what a great honor, right? I mean, all those guys that went over, young guys, they had to live in a bubble. They had to basically be around just the 20, 25 guys they were with. So just a huge honor for those guys to go over and compete. I watched every game. I thought they competed from start to finish in every game. They bonded, and I talked to my brother. He couldn't be more thrilled, for those guys in that locker room. And he said that, it was a great honor for him too to win a bronze medal. So the Capuano clan's pretty happy and proud of Jack.
Yeah,
what he accomplished.
Rhode Island proud of Jack leading Team USA. They're a pretty cool event. All right, well, thanks so much for joining us, and hopefully your prediction comes true on Monday and the Bees take Game 5. Dave Capuano, thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk again soon.
Take care. Thank you.